first. Okay. My name is Muhammad Nitopidham bin Sidik, and my ID number is 2024510233. Okay. In this assignment, we are given the fourth topic, and my topic is drying equipment in what course my actual is CMT 405 unit operation in chemical process. Drying equipment. As we can see that drying is a fundamental unit of operation in chemical and process engineering that involve removing moisture or solvent from solid, liquid or slurry material. The process typically uses heat to evaporate the liquid and mass transfer to remove the vapor. There is 5 types of equipment. First, freeze drying. Second, spray drying. And third, rotary drying. And fourth, vacuum drying. And lastly is tray drying. From the 5 types that I have said that, so I choose a spray drying. Okay. As we can know that a spray dryer is an industrial equipment that convert liquid feed into a dryer powder in a single continuous operation. And it also shows that the liquid is atomized into the very fine droplet and then dried instantly by contact with hot air. Basic process. What is? It's transforming a liquid feed into the dry product in a single step. First step, atomization. In atomization, the liquid feed is pumped to the nozzle, or as known as rotary atomizer. Next, the atomizer breaks the liquid into fine droplets. Lastly, these droplets are sprayed into the drying chamber. And one more thing, atomizer will increase the surface area for faster drying. And second, contact with the hot air. Hot air is introduced into the drying chamber, either concurrent or concurrently, and use the high temperature air instead evaporate the moisture from each droplet. And third, drying process. In drying process, as droplet travel to the chamber, water evaporates rapidly, and the temperature of the droplet surface remains low. And also the dry particles shrink and the solidify into powder form. And lastly, particle separation and collision. The dry powder settles at the bottom of the chamber due to gravity. And next, fine particle and air exit through the top outlet and pass into the cyclone separator. And lastly, the most exhaust air is then released or recycled this thing. In the application industry, as for application we can use them: food industry, pharmaceutical industry, chemical industry, and lastly, agriculture and biology sector. First, food industry. We can use to make milk, powder, and coffee and so on. And this help preserve natural value and aroma, while instant chill them. And next, produce powder that is constantly easy when mixed with water. And second, application, pharmaceutical industry. We can use to dry antibiotic, enzyme, and vitamin. And this allow production of uniform and fine powder suitable for tablet or capsule. And it also protect heat sensitive drug due to short exposure time. For the application chemical industry, it's using for drying of detergent, catalyst, and pigment. And it also produce free-flowing powders that are easy to store and transport. And the lastly, agriculture and biotechnology sector. In this application, drying of biology fertilizer and enzyme, and also it can use for preserving biology activity in sensitive product. Spray drying is a advantage and disadvantage. We go to the first advantage. Fast and efficient drying because of the small droplet size and high transfer rate. And second, suitable for heat sensitive material. Why? Because drying process is so quick and the product temperature remains relatively low. And third, continuous operation. And the lastly, process control and flexibility. And for the disadvantage for spray drying, high energy consumption. Why? Because we use the large volume of the air, leading to high operation costs. And next is high equipment and maintenance costs. Because these spray drying are expensive and to install is hard, so it's need to the maintenance cost. Okay. The third is possibly product loss. And the lastly, not suitable for very basic material. Why? Because high viscosity liquid may collapse to the atomizer or fail to the atomizer properly and leading to uneven drying.